Marketing your business online is not getting any easier. In fact, people are overcomplicating it right now, and it's becoming very hard to grow a business online. If you are new to launching your business online, if you are not already generating 20 to 30K per month, then there are 3 sales funnels that you should be avoiding at all costs. And I'm going to break them down for you right now. The first is called a challenge funnel. Now, let me set some very important context. I'm not saying that challenge funnels are necessarily bad. I'm saying that for you, where you're at right now, it's not going to be a good idea to entertain it. Let's first start with what a challenge funnel is, and then the reasons why you should avoid it. A challenge funnel is the type of sales approach where you have your audience register for an event. It's going to happen perhaps over 5 days, over 7 days. Some of them last for 14 days or more. And the idea is that you're going to have your audience register, or you're going to go out to a brand new audience with YouTube ads and Facebook ads. They're going to register for this challenge, and every day you're going to provide them a bit of content. Maybe you're going to do a live 60-minute training every day, so they tune in for that day's training. You give them some homework, they do some tasks, they join you on day 2, and so on and so forth. The idea behind it is very good, because what you're doing is you're elongating the sales process, meaning you're spending more time with your prospects. And as we know, the more time you spend with your prospects, the more likely they are to sign up for your coaching. We have some big issues though. The first issue with a challenge funnel is that you can encounter some very large drop-off the longer the challenge goes on, meaning you have 100 people that register for the challenge, and it's very difficult to retain their attention and have them keep coming back for each day's training. So by the end of the challenge, when you're actually making an offer for your coaching or your course or whatever the case may be, you might only have 20 of them left out of the 100. The majority have not stuck it through, so you're actually making an offer to a very small percentage of those that started the journey. The second big issue is the complexity to set up a challenge funnel. It's not like a one-time video that they're checking out. You have to get them registered. You've got to build those sales pages and enrollment pages. You've then got to schedule your training. That's a lot to put together. You've got to create the functionality and the systems for them to be able to get that training every day. You've got to have reminder emails and follow-up sequences for every day's training. You've got to build the offer that's going to be made at the very end. You've got to find ways to get them back onto that challenge 5 days in, 7 days in. There is so much to build that I'm betting that most of you would never get to a point where you can even launch the darn thing, and you find you've wasted 6 months of your time trying to achieve it. The second type of sales funnel to avoid is actually the complete opposite of the complexity of a challenge funnel, and in fact therein lies the issue. This particular sales funnel is what we call a VSL funnel, which stands for Video Sales Letter. Perhaps you've seen it. You see a YouTube ad, you see a Facebook ad inviting you to come check out a free video, and you opt in with your name and your email, and on the next page there's a video waiting for you. You don't need to wait for the challenge, you don't need to wait a few days for it to appear. It's right there in front of you. You can just click play. That video is going to be maybe 10 to 15 minutes. You're going to endeavor to provide a little bit of value to the audience, and at the end you'll make a call to action. And that call to action might be to purchase your course, or it might be to schedule an enrollment call to speak about your coaching, where you can make an offer and perhaps generate a client. Now, again, much like the challenge funnel, I want to stress VSLs are not inherently bad. They're just very difficult for someone who's new to marketing to make it work. Here's why. You have a very short window of what we call indoctrination, a chance to provide that value, to build your authority, to tell some stories that engage the audience, and then of course have them interact with the call to action. Take the next step. So for most people, we've now gone from a challenge funnel that is building this much value in the marketplace to a VSL that is providing this much, and we're intending to take a complete stranger over a bridge that is very small to signing up for your coaching. Most people won't take that action because they didn't get to know you enough and they didn't get enough value from you. So oftentimes you'll be disappointed. Not enough people that opted in for the training are actually taking the call to action, and you'll be wondering what's going wrong. It's clear you didn't have a large enough window to indoctrinate them properly. So the way that you make a VSL funnel work is you have to be really good at marketing and messaging. That takes time. which is why a VSL funnel is not the place to start. The third sales funnel that you should avoid is what I call the no funnel funnel. There's a lot of people online teaching this model where you eliminate the need for a website, you eliminate the need for a sales funnel, and you focus on providing a bit of value online. Maybe that's in a Facebook group, maybe that's on social media in other ways, and then the call to action is to send you a message. So you get these direct messages on Instagram, Facebook, and otherwise, and you engage with these people, you try to build some rapport, you ask them some questions to qualify them, and then you just straight up give them the call to action, which in most cases is going to be to book a call with you to talk about your coaching. In theory, it sounds good. Eliminate the stress and the frustration of building a sales funnel. No need. Just message people. That's easy enough. The problem is that you are not going to get enough people to go through that process. It is very, very challenging to start up conversations online without sounding spammy, without being annoying, or have people reaching out to you, which is the best case scenario, but you need to do a lot of content production online and you need to be reaching many times more people than would actually be reaching out to you. That level of reach is difficult to acquire. And even if you do, you start getting people messaging you, and now you are taking your manual time. There is zero automation, there is zero leverage. If you stop messaging, the business stops growing. So even if you got to that point, it's bad business practice. You need to be leveraging automation in the business as soon as you can. So again, I'm not saying it's a bad strategy, I'm saying it's not where you should start. In fact, this particular type of sales approach is good to supplement something else that is leveraging automation. Here's what that is. I have been coaching online for 10 plus years now, and I've generated over $20 million online, and it's all using this sales funnel. And it actually works better now than it ever has. It's a webinar funnel. You have to be up to date with what is working right now. It's changing and adapting in the marketplace. But if you get it right, it is absolutely perfect for generating leads, building a list, providing some value, and closing clients. Here's why. Firstly, the process is far simpler than a challenge funnel. You don't have loads of moving parts. There's not a multi-day approach. They register for a webinar, they wait a little bit of time before it starts, they get the presentation, out the other end is the call to action. It's quite simple to set up. The second reason it's amazing is because we are having enough time in this instance to indoctrinate them properly. We are providing some value in that webinar presentation. They have to watch the entire presentation before they get the opportunity to take the next step with you. So you know that when you're speaking to a prospect, they've actually consumed your entire webinar presentation. And thirdly, it's very easy to manage the numbers. You know exactly how much traffic you need to get exactly how many leads you generate from that. You know how many people will attend, and you know how many people will usually become clients out the other end. So scaling the business with the numbers becomes quite simple. If you would like to learn more about this approach, I actually host a 2-day event. It's called The Future of Webinars, and I break down the entire webinar model from start to finish, A to Z, and show you the behind the scenes of my multi-million-dollar coaching business that is built on the foundation of webinars. There's a link in the description. It's called The Future of Webinars. It's a 2-day event, and it's the cost of a Starbucks coffee. Depending on when you're watching this video, we may have one of those events coming up. If we do, don't miss it. You will absolutely love it. And the content is worth more than many people charge thousands of dollars for in their courses. So click the link in the description box, come check out the event. And I hope this video was insightful, gave you some food for thought, gave you some ideas, and I'll see you in a future video.